Cool. So, brought my surf gear out here, rash guards, surf trunks, all the essentials, some boards, leashes, and come on into the Uma. Let's see. There's some of my boards. I haven't set up the fins yet, so those are going to go into the board room in a minute. And I'll show you what's in my surf kit. Just getting everything together because I just got here. So, helmet, very important for when it's big. I like a little flat pillow, so I tend to travel with that. Extra fins. I'll show you what's in my dry bag. This is what I take on the boat every day. I take some ear protection because the motors are loud. And then I got this super awesome water bottle from Kandui Villas, double-walled steel. It's going to insulate, so keep my water cold. It's so cool. Very important to have on the boat. Some booties in case we surf a really shallow spot, although I almost never use them, but they're nice to have. A little extra towel. A little scarf for protecting my head. Some extra cord for to hold my hat on, or in case I need my my leash cord breaks. Rain jacket in case there's a squall. Sun protection shirt with a hood and sun protection factor. Extra sunglasses. Some goggles in case I want to snorkel or dive down and free the anchor, which rarely happens. Wax and fin key. Sunscreen, very important. Multi-tool, comes in very handy. It's got a knife, got pliers. There, so that's pretty essential. Use it a lot. And then some ding repair in case this is just an epoxy, mix up epoxy, marine epoxy. For emergency repairs on the boat. Headphones, in case I'm not feeling like surfing and want to just chill on the boat, so you can listen to podcasts or music. This is a monocular, like a binocular, but just one. So you can do that to see faraway surf spots, or to see who's in the water if I can't see. More super strong flesh tone sunscreen to touch up your nose because I want to reapply frequently. That's pretty much what I take on the boat every day. This dry bag, of course, in case, always a good idea. You don't want to get your stuff wet. And then I'll show you what's in my regular luggage. Kind of mostly unpacked, but this is a personal medical kit, never a bad idea to have. Some itch cream in case you get bitten, very important. Some backup sunscreen, headlamp, power bank, bug spray, because sometimes in the evenings the bugs come out. Earplugs, standard toiletries, razor, toothbrush, that's boring. Some silica packs in case I want to dry something out. Underwear. I like to wear these long capris underneath my surf trunks. It protects my knees. I'm the only one that wears those. I don't care if I look lame, but I don't like to get a rash on my knees. Yoga strap, and some more surf shirts. That's pretty much what I bring, and that seems to do me pretty well. I have some extra hats and stuff around, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be here, and I can't wait to get some more surfing. We already got some great waves. Been here one day and mostly unpacked. Stoked. Glad to be here. I like to do a base layer of just mineral sunscreen on my face and my neck, my ears, my hands, anything that's going to be sun exposed. And then I'll usually go on top of that with just a layer of non-mineral sunscreen. I like Sunbum. It's a very good brand. This Raw Elements I'm pretty happy with. And then this is a brand that I got as a giveaway on a surf trip, but it's the standard like sort of flesh colored zinc, super strong. I use that to reapply like during surf sessions. I sometimes keep it, because it's a super tiny one, sometimes keep it in my pocket of my surf trunks, so if it's going to be like a bright day. But I do tend to wear stuff with a hood, so it's like with a visor to give me a little bit of sun protection. So that's what I wear for sunscreen. And then I can show you the rash guards I wear if you're interested. This is a little fan. This is not essential gear, but I just bought it and I thought it would be fun. So there's like little plates that get cold, and there's a little fan right here that blows air. You can put it on your neck when it's really hot, and it just feels really nice. All right. So for rash guards and sun protection, this is a UPF 50 Florence marine shirt, and it's got like a little ninja face shield, that like a little internal gasket they can pull like over your mouth, and so you go full sun protection mode. I wouldn't really surf with this because it's a little loose and it would be like kind of like, I don't like it flapping around on my arms, but this is great for the boat, and it's light colored, so it'll reflect the sun more than a dark colored one. Very essential. The sun is so strong here, so you just cannot believe like how strong it is. And so that's what I wear on the boat in general. And then while I'm surfing, I've used all kinds of different rash guards in the past, and increasingly I'm just shifted to, I think I have a Decline here, an O'Neill, I have a Rip Curl. This one's cool because it's got padding on the chest, which is nice if you haven't surfed in a while. Your chest gets pretty sore when you go back to surfing. But this is one of my favorites. So this is one of my Florence Marine surf shirts, and this one is actually a wind shirt, and I love it. And so this is, and it's got a hood, so you can flip this down to protect your eyes if you're surfing like into the sun or staring into the sunset. So this is great. This is a little warm for like middle of the day, because unless it's really windy. But I've got one same Florence Marine without the wind protection. I think I've got one right here. Yeah. So this one is navy, but so it's a little dark. It's gonna absorb some heat from the sun, but I just think it looks better on me than the white. The white makes me look fat. So, but I love these shirts. This is definitely all I use now. All my other rash guards are basically just backups at this point. So, stay out of. Gotta protect yourself from the sun, or else your trip's gonna be over and you're gonna be a lobster. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's go over what the boards I tend to bring. So when I have stuff for most conditions, so I have a mid-length here, which is I think 6'6". It's like 42 liters, plenty of float. So it's basically a longboard. You can surf it when it's really mushy and high tide at some spots, but that doesn't get used a whole lot. But it's nice to have something with a little extra float. And also they have rental boards too. So if I really want to ride a longboard, I can get a longboard. I definitely don't want to travel with a longboard. And then I'll show you my other boards, and then I'll show you my fins, etc. This is a brand new Ipa Aquila shape for me in Bali. I'm super stoked. It's a twin fin. I weigh 175 pounds. This is 32 liters, so it's got a little bit of float to it. It should be good for me. I haven't surfed yet because I just got here, but I'm really looking forward to it. And then I've got a Tomo Hydro Short, which is more like a kind of like a standard high performance board. You can set it up as quad or a tri. Although I tend to ride tri. And then for wax, I tend to use the 6X extra hard Zogs. It tends to be my go-to. I have a couple quad set, tri set, and then all the rest are tris. A couple different fin setups. Definitely bring a fin key and worm screws just in case, because remember, if there's no real surf shops here, so if you don't bring it with you, someone might not have it for you to borrow. So like, you definitely want to bring everything that's essential. And then for leashes, this is like a sort of this is not a comp leash. This is slightly thicker than a comp leash. This is as thin as I would ever use in Indo. This is make it like kind of a medium-sized leash. But my go-tos tend to be like these more thick big wave leashes, either 7 or 8 feet long, pretty burly. I've got a bunch of Decines, and this is like some sort of no-name brand, but it's and then I've got one 10-foot super burly, I think it's like 8 millimeters, like big wave leash, but I'll probably never use that. Maybe I'll use it on a longboard, because if it's that big, I'm probably not going to be surfing it. So.